Well, some of us are getting rained on. Others, though, it is warm and humid, and that continues. Your view from the Savannah camera atop our tower here at WSAV on Victory Drive showing you we do have that very hazy, hot and humid look, of course, but that's going to continue to persist for the next few hours, as is typical, of course, in the southeast in summertime. But look, onshore flow has moved in, and that dropped the temperatures from the 90s down into the 80s if you're along and east of I-95. Other than that, inland spots still in the low to mid 90s, and those winds are fairly brisk for some of you right now, about 10 to 15 miles per hour if you factor in gusts, pretty much stretching from Darien all the way into the low country. Looking at Viper radar though right now, finally starting to see storms fire up along I-95. That sea breeze is the main trigger mechanism for a lot of this activity. Want to point at the strongest cells we're finding right now. This is across portions of Long County into Liberty County and even Bryan County. Now Richmond Hill, you're about to get on this. Some of these cells may contain strong wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour in addition to torrential rainfall. This activity looks to move towards the metro later on. Other than that, in Beaufort County along US 21 and Highway 17, now starting to see more of this activity continue. Not a lot of motion to this either, so heavy downpours could lead to some local areas of street flooding, and this activity continues to propagate across the area tonight. And again, look for the activity across southern portions of the coastal empire to possibly make its way towards Savannah later on. That Bermuda high continues to bring southerly flow and plenty of moisture, and now we're starting to see some lifting mechanisms trigger more showers and thunderstorms. Of course, the farther away you get from high pressure, you get more in the way of that activity on the weak side of it. Cold front to the northwest will also try to make its way into the region, and that will trigger showers and thunderstorms to the area as well. Again, isolated to a very widely scattered activity will taper off tomorrow morning, starting off again warm and muggy, some cloud coverage, but generally speaking, sunshine dominates the first part of the day. Heat's going to be a concern too. Again, feeling like 100 to 105 degrees. And again, more of the same with isolated activity. I don't necessarily think any line of showers and thunderstorms hold together too much, but some remnant energy will fire up some storms in the area tomorrow evening. Again, that will continue, and possibly looking at another round of activity overnight into early Friday. Now, end of the day Friday, it depends on how much the atmosphere can really destabilize again with more sunlight, of course, but showers and thunderstorms will be there yet again with the possibility for more scattered storms, of course. Stray showers and storms eventually get out of the picture. 30% coverage drops off to 20% by midnight. Partly cloudy and a very balmy 76 out the door tomorrow. A hot one for Juneteenth, 94 degrees. Hot and humid conditions with a feels like number towards 105 degrees, and 30% coverage of isolated storms continues as well. On the water, warm and humid. Possibility for storms is there, but other than that, southwest winds at 10 knots, seas 2 feet in our area. And the extended forecast brings, unfortunately, another hot one for Juneteenth with shower and thunderstorm coverage peaking later on in the week. And through the weekend, though, we do get relief in the form of no rain chances in terms of just isolated cells, but start to get more heat back into play before eventually we get back to more typical weather rather Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll take a few days off from the storms. That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Coming up in sports, find out what the Jags plan to do with their time off before training camp.